Just when we needed something to scratch our Dark Souls itch, along comes a ninja named Sekiro, and yes, he's got a grappling hook. Welcome to MojoPlays, and we're here to tell you the ways Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is still a Dark Souls game. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the ways in which From Software's latest game is like the Souls games that came before it. Sure, a lot has changed in Sekiro, but with no multiplayer, no character creation, and a limited supply of weapons, but there's many ways in which it's still Dark Souls-like. Developed by From Software, obviously. Sure, we're a bit nervous that Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is changing so much of what we loved from the Souls games that it just won't feel like a Souls game, but that's really just our heightened expectations talking. Yes, it's got Activision attached as a publisher, and not having multiplayer sounds unlike anything we've gotten in the Souls series thus far, but seeing as the famed Japanese developer has delivered countless times in the past, we're fully confident they'll knock this one out of the park too. It'll be different, for sure, but these very changes could be the thing to advance the game to a whole new level. Just look at how much everyone loved the speed and aggression of Bloodborne. It's still a bloody mess. Have no fear, Souls fans, Sekiro still comes with a mature rating, oceans of blood, and tons of violence. But this time around, there's a lot more nastiness to look forward to in the form of decapitations and dismemberment. Basically, what we're trying to say is that it's going to be every bit as gruesome as the Souls games we so dearly love, and that the switch to stealth hasn't resulted in a less violent game in any way. Honestly, with the ability to jump and use a grappling hook, just think of all the ways there will be to slice, dice, and impale your way across 16th century Japan. If anything, it looks more violent than ever before. New Game Plus returns. Did you really think From Software would leave this out? They know that people play and replay their games to the point where the game mode should be called New Game Plus 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 Plus, and so you shouldn't expect all your hard work from previous playthroughs not to carry over with you when starting a new game. And you'll be wanting to play through Shadows Die Twice a few times at least, as, like previous From games, there will be multiple endings once again. Put us down for at least a handful of playthroughs. Uses a hub. There will also be a hub area like that found in the Souls games and Bloodborne, where you'll be able to upgrade abilities, buy items, and generally get a break from all the monster slashing madness found in the game. In Sekiro, the hub area is called the Dilapidated Temple, and allows players to fast travel to other areas of the map like in previous From Software games. There will also be NPCs to interact with here, and that's sure to help give Sekiro more of a Souls feel. Considering the types of NPCs we've met over the years in hub areas in From's games, we're guessing the upcoming characters in Shadows Die Twice will be equally as creepy, mysterious, and vague. Or at least, we hope so. Environmental storytelling. One of the biggest reasons Sekiro Shadows Die Twice will still feel like a Souls game is because the game's overall narrative will still evolve in bits and pieces, oftentimes from things, characters, and areas in the environment. And with a more explorable open world this time around, we're sure that putting the pieces of the Sekiro storyline together will be just as maddening and satisfying as it has been from Demon Souls to Bloodborne. Also, seeing as you can jump and hook your way to new areas, searching the environment is sure to be even more important than in previous games. The detective element of the Souls games has been one of its best elements, and we're glad to see it back in Sekiro. An evolution in combat. Yes, the combat in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice looks to be much different from that in Dark Souls. Also, our protagonist only uses one weapon, a katana sword, and has less secondary items at his disposal, including magic. Now, while this sounds heretical, just remember that when Bloodborne was first released, all the talk was about how different the combat was. It was much faster, relied on dodging more than blocking, made parrying a must, and added an aggressor feature to gain back health. And ultimately, Bloodborne rocked. So, just think of Shadows Die Twice as the next step in From Software's battle mechanics, seeing as it takes the aggressive attack strategy from Bloodborne and pushes it even further. Death isn't final. Dying in Dark Souls and Bloodborne wasn't so much a bad thing as it was a necessity. We'd go so far as to call it strategy. The real aim was to stay alive long enough to harvest enough blood or souls to upgrade your character and become stronger than those around you. Well, this game is subtitled Shadows Die Twice for a reason, as we'll not be collecting blood or souls, but death is still strategic, as the game employs a resurrection mechanic where you revive after being killed by an enemy, and the number of times you can resurrect depends on how many enemies you've attacked and killed. When you die, enemies go about their business, so reviving and sneaking up on them is just one way of using death to your advantage. Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.